definitely a show worth catching. Now, if you're a pet owner, this is something that you might want to take note of because it is quite important. Not only are poisons common, but they can be fatal too. And with our canine friends running around all the time in the gardens and beyond, it's hard to keep track of what they've been exposed to or what they've ingested. So Dr. Reena Cotton is with us in studio this morning to explain some symptoms, some signs, and treatments as well. Good morning, Dr. Cotton. How are you?
Well, thank you.
Very good to have you on the show once again. Yes. And something that we're talking about that's quite important because we have two lovely little doggies running around all the time, Bob and Bella. And it's very hard, like I said, to keep an eye on what they're taking in or what they're picking up. What is the things that, pet owners should be watching out for in terms of dogs and picking up poisonous things?
Well, it's really important to understand that dogs you can't tell a dog not to eat something. They sniff at things, they taste things, they use their mouth to establish what things are, and they often do swallow them. We have a lot of poisons around the house, and accidental poisoning is a very common thing amongst our pets. They can find household poisons, garden poison, snail bait. All these things are very dangerous. They often pick up owners' medication, which can be dangerous, and we often find that owners self-medicate their animals. For example, somebody who thinks their cat has a fever would give them some paracetamol, which can kill a cat, or treating dogs with things like chocolate. Some dogs are very sensitive to chocolate, not all dogs, but a dog can actually die from eating a block of chocolates. A very good policy is when in doubt, get it out. Unless making the dog vomit causes more harm. So if a dog gets hold of some medication or something you're not sure about, phone the vet immediately and try to get that stomach emptied sooner rather than later before it gets absorbed.
What are some of the signs that one should look out for when your dog has ingested something that is not good for them? What should one see?
Often the first sign, especially with poisons around the house, is the dog starts to salivate a lot. It looks like it's drooling. They can start to behave strangely. They can fall over. In some cases, they can even have seizures. They can start to show get little bruises. It's often a late sign, but we get a lot of rat poisoning.
Wow, yes.
Where dogs either eat the rat poison, which is made to taste nice, or they bite a rat that has been poisoned. And they get little bruises because it makes them bleed internally.
Okay. And if that is the case, once you've seen all of those signs, what is the first thing that any pet owner should do in terms of getting your dog help straight away?
The first thing to do is to get them to a vet. If possible, bring the possible poison with you. So that we can look at the label. If we don't know about it, we could phone a poison centre. There are wonderful poison centres at the major government hospitals. And more important is prevention. See that you don't have poison that the dogs have access to.
Yeah, wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Reena, for giving us this important information. And one thing that stood out really clearly for me is to not treat your dog like it's a human. So you can't medicate them in the same way that you would medicate yourself.
Absolutely.
Wow. Thank you so much for being with us. Always great chatting to you. Do not treat your dog as if it's a human. If anything has been picked up or you feel they have been poisoned, you need to go and take them to a vet as well and just make sure that they are taken care of. We're going to take a very quick break. We'll be right back after this.
Katlejo's got nothing on Bob. Bobtail, SA's most loved dog food for strong South African dogs.